Chimaroke Nnamani, who is Senator PDP Enugu and also Chairman Senate Committee on Cooperation and Integration in Africa, has called for an end to the sit-at-home order by the proscribed IPOB in the southeast. Senator Nnamani made the call in a statement he issued to newsmen on Sunday in Abuja, and he noted that the order has brought the economy and social life in the southeastern region to its knees. The one-time governor of Enugu State also condemned the attack on citizens who went about their legitimate businesses on account of the sit-at-home order. He said the trinity of the Igbo character was defined by hard work, adding that the sit-at-home was antithetical to this trait and a betrayal of Igbo interests, as the order has brought the economy and social life in the region to its knees. He then called on those behind the order to discontinue forthwith, following the continuous damage to the economy and psyche of the Igbo people. To quote him word for word, most of our people live on daily income. Think of the market women who depend on daily earnings to feed their families. Think of students writing external examinations being denied access to the venues. How does enslaving our people, denial of means of livelihood, add value to our quest for equity and justice? If others reject us, should we also reject ourselves? It stands to reason that this sit-at-home cannot be a way forward. We cannot abandon ourselves. In our struggle for equity and justice in the Nigerian Federation, we cannot inadvertently inflict more injuries on ourselves by this sit-at-home order. End of quote. All right, gentlemen, according to Senator Nnamani, sit-at-home order by IPOB is actually against the interests of the Igbo people. I'll start with you, Mr. Ezukama.
Of course, the sit-at-home is anti-Igbo. Just like the whole Biafran enterprise has always been anti-Igbo. And that's why it has always been spearheaded by a bunch of renegades. The first attempt at Biafra was led by a bunch of renegades. The mainstream Igbo leaders objected to it. Ojukwu's father was against it. Zik was against it. But they were ignored and shoved to the side. And some arrogant, selfishly ambitious individual led the movement. It was a suicidal move. And quite naturally, it ended in... It led the Igbos into a quagmire, political, economic, but especially psychological quagmire. The Igbos have not recovered from the psychological ravages of Biafra. So this second one around, I was able to meet Owazirike.
Can I butt in a bit? Yes. I'll let you continue. But then are you saying the Biafra dream is not the dream of an average Igbo man in Nigeria?
The average, who is the average Igbo man? The masses want to follow. The masses can be brainwashed. So tell the average Igbo man, ask him, why is there a need for us to separate from Nigeria? He does not know.
Self-determination.
What is self-determination? Is that a secession, self-determination? And then again, ask him, what is the strategy? How will this thing be done? He does not know. So they are following because the masses like to follow.
Maybe strategy, maybe they don't know. But asking an Igbo man why he wants to secede, what comes to mind quickly is the fact that he feels marginalized in his own country.
Those are broad words that lack precise definition. What is marginalization? Per capita, the Igbos are the richest in Nigeria. Possibly they live the most comfortable life in Nigeria. And you were enslaved? What kind of enslavement gives the enslaved?
When you say an Igbo man lives the most comfortable life in Nigeria, please break that down.
On the average, per capita.
Because you're an Igbo man, so I'm intrigued.
No, per capita.
Per capita.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Some in other ethnic groups, some are very rich. But overall, the Igbo man is a hustler. So per capita, the Igbo man is more financially secured. And if comfort is a function of financial security, then of course they are more comfortable. So how can the enslaved be more economically comfortable than the enslaver? Does that make sense? Have you ever heard of that in history? The slave master is poorer than the slave. It's not possible. So we are not enslaved in Nigeria. Our problem is psychological. And until we deal with our psychological problems, we will remain where we are. So on IPOB, I listened to
Nnamani.
No, the first man that started Biafra, the father of Neo-Biafranism, who is Rafu, was Rike. And he said it bluntly, openly. When I started talking about Biafra, I did not know what I was doing. But because the constitution of our democracy allows me freedom of speech, I started speaking, and as people started listening, I continued. So it was founded on the foundation of not knowing what they're doing. And up till today, IPOB and co do not know what they're doing. So it's driven by an individual ego, individual ambition. How can every Monday sit at home get Nnamdi Kanu released? Is there any relationship between the two? They went all the way to Kenya to capture you and spirit you into Nigeria. And you sit at home, destroy the economy of Igbo land, stop children from taking their NECO exam that they have prepared for years. How does that move the hand of the federal government? How does that get Nnamdi Kanu? So it's all this confusion of not knowing what they are doing. But because people are ready to listen, they are going ahead. So Nnamani was right.
Okay.
They are destroying the Igbo land, destroying Igbo culture, destroying Igbo mindset, poisoning the Igbo psychic.
All right, thank you, Mr. Zukama.